Sì, no.
Lo faccio a tirare ora.
No.
Una oggi.
Guys, will you usual embargo, please? 10:30 for this evening. Any questions in Spanish will do usual embargo. Show of hands for the mics, please, guys. Thank you.
Hi, Pep.
Hi.
There's been a lot of reflection on what happened on Tuesday night. I just wondered how you are about it, and whether there was still a feeling of maybe unfairness or injustice in the result and some of the events that happened around the game.
No. What I said. Good morning to everybody. What I said after the game. Congratulations to Liverpool. So when they won 5-1 in the 2 games, you cannot say anything else that I congratulate them. So, but my feeling is the same I had after the game, in terms of what we have done. So, I am one of the. So this club is absolutely amazing. So, in all terms, so the people working here and the players show me this week. What the result was not good. They show me something I didn't expect in the way, the courage, the way we want to play, the way we want to try. So how we react in Anfield with the 2-0, how we played against United at home. So the first half was outstanding. So we could close absolutely everything. And after, the quality for United players, the manager, okay, can happen. But how we react, our first half there, we cannot forget we scored 2 legal goals against Liverpool. We scored 2 legal goals in 2 games. So, and one of their goals is an offside. So, in this kind of situation, today we are talking about Juventus Madrid, his goal is penalty or not penalty. So in that competition, counts a lot. We saw every weekend in the 80 finals, quarterfinals, semi-finals, the little details, the influence is so big, because the quality of the teams is so big, and sometimes it's what it is. So, but we make a better competition than last season in the Champions League, and we try and come back next season stronger to do it well. But I don't have the feeling we miss what we want to do or we fail. We did it well, really well.
How much harder was it though with you sat in the stands? I wonder if you thought perhaps you wouldn't do that again, maybe next time round.
Well, I prefer to be with my players than to be with my chairman. But it's the decision of the referee.
And how have the players been in reaction? How have the players been over the last 2 or 3 days? Has it been a case of lifting them, or are they ready to put a performance on?
Of course, it's not easy. So we were a lot of, we were so delighted to try to reach semi-finals, to win the Premier League, and of course, they are human beings and they are disappointed because they did it absolutely everything. So in that situation, that is normal, but we have to stand up. So now we have in front of us the most important title in the season by far, because of course to win, you can win the Champions League playing good 7 games. Just 7 games you can win the Champions League. In the league, no. The league is play a lot of games, and we need 5 points. We need 5 points in 6 games, and the first option to take points is tomorrow, one of the toughest games we have. And we have to stand up and look forward, and after 2 days off, and focus Swansea, focus West Ham, and every game thinking about the points we need to be champion.
You've spoken in the past about the importance and how good Harry Kane is as a player. From a player's point of view, can you understand him wanting to claim the goal that was scored against Stoke?
The goal against Stoke?
He appealed to have the goal as his goal rather than Christian Eriksen's goal. Are you aware of this?
I don't know. I'm not concerned. That doesn't matter. Tottenham scored, no?
They did score, yeah.
So.
Whether he did or not.
Pep, we're used to you being so animated on the touchline. Do you think it would probably have been better for your team to be on the touchline in the second half on Tuesday night? Do you think
my team is so good at play like memory, so they don't need the manager to play. Our football is so fantastic. They don't need my advices. Of course, it's better to be there. You have to do something. Of course, it's much better. I know that, but we didn't. Of course, the first half was much better. Second half, we saw it immediately because we changed a little bit. It didn't work, but it was my decision in the half time. So it's not about. Of course, they can play. They know exactly what they have to do because we were together for a long time. Even in different ways we want to play, always adapting the opponents, the quality of our players. They can do it. But of course, it's better the manager to be there. I cannot deny that.
But would it be better for you sometimes just to not react in the way that you did, and you were winning at the time?
Yeah, it will be better. Definitely will be better. But I am who I am. I am a human being. I have a passion, and I try to defend my team, my club. Because when I see the people, they don't do what they have to do, I have to defend my team. You know, as I do for my club, because they deserve that they don't feel they are alone. And when I went there, it just take it out the players, because the players were talking with the referees. They didn't want yellow card for them, get out. But in that moment, I said what I said, so it's a good goal. And I didn't want to talk to him. And that was simple. It's enough to say send off, he's sent off. He told me, if you say that in the locker room, nothing happened. But in front of the spectator, it's happened. So, okay, see, that is the difference. To talk in the locker room and say his goal in the opposite side on the pitch is not allowed. It's okay. Also, the referees talk with the players, and sometimes they show something. Their body language are not correct. So sometimes happen, because even the referees are human beings. So everybody there, the tension, we want to win, we want to do that, we try, we saw how good we were doing, and we scored a goal. It's different to go, 2-0, 1-0, it's completely different. And because the time is over, it's finishing, and you have to try to do that. But the referees, they are the bosses, they decide send off, send off. I will accept the punishment for the UEFA, and next season we're going to start without the manager there. So.
Just in terms of you're playing Tottenham, does that help in a way, because it's a top team in a big game in a big stadium, to try and end this bad week, or doesn't it really matter who you play?
Well, now we have 6 games to play, 6 games left, 18 points to play. We need 5 points. And the next game is Tottenham, because the schedule is what it is, so it doesn't matter when. It's a top team, and we're going to take points the first one. And after Swansea, and after West Ham, Huddersfield, Brighton, and the last one in Southampton. So we need that points and try to win the most important title of the season.
Pep, I know you have a top quality medical staff who can assess the fitness of players, but after the disappointment of these 3 games, are the players mentally in a frame of mind to just pick up where they left off in the league and start winning again? And also, is everybody fit and physically ready to play again against Tottenham?
No, everybody knows we have problems, we have injuries, so we are not a lot of players for the next game. But it's what it is. During the season was fantastic. In terms of everybody was almost ready except Mendy, but now we have problems in terms of some players.
But in terms of getting over the disappointment of these 3 games,
yeah, but
you think they're all ready again to be at the best?
So, I don't know. If you judge results, okay, judge results, but even after losing Anfield, how we play against United was top. After losing United, how we play against Liverpool was top. So during the season was like this. So these are magnificent players. So I am sad. We are sad. We were out for the Champions League, but I have to judge the way we did it. And I'm sorry, because they know when I am angry and I'm not happy with what they are doing, I am there. And I tell them, guys, that is not the way you have to do. But just they know I am there. Support them until the end, until the last moment, because we know, everybody knows it's not over and everything in football can happen. Months ago, say is already champion, it's impossible, City lose the games. We lost 3 in a row, and we can lose again, and we can win again. But in that time, I just forget we have done, I think next one. The situation is the same now. So we lost, okay, it's part of the game. All the teams lose games. So the three teams of the Bayern Munich, the three teams are in semi-finals, the Champions League. One is 20 points, Roma is 20 points behind Juventus. Liverpool is 17 points behind us, plus one more game. And Madrid is 15 points behind Barcelona. So I'm not going to say these three teams now they are failed at the season. Whatever happened in the season, winning or losing, chapeau to my players. I deserve all my respect what they have done, even in that, especially in the tough moments.
You said you have some injuries, Pep. Could you tell us who and how bad?
Aguero is injured. Was injured before the game, but make a huge effort to help us the 10-15 minutes. That's why he could not play from the beginning, because the people talk a lot about not knowing exactly what happened before the game. So he was not ready. John Stone is not ready. Fernandinho is suspended. Mendy's out. We have 40 players we have for the next game, plus the kids.
After everything that's happened this season, your team has taken a lot of criticism over the last week. Does that anger you?
It's the same comparison when the big wars when we won 18 games in a row. When you decide 18 games in a row winning and the people say a lot of things, they are over-exaggerating, and sometimes it's the same level when you lose the games. But I can discuss the criticisms and just see which one. If you tell me I criticize you for that, I will respond you. But I don't know which criticism was this for lose a game. It's okay, yeah, it's okay. For the other, I can give you an argument, and every argument, in my decisions in Anfield, in my decisions in United and Liverpool here, all of them. But of course, here is the results, and after that, you judge results. I try to judge the intentions.
Andy.
Just on Sergio, what exactly is the situation there, and is he available this weekend?
I said he's not ready.
When do you expect him to be?
I don't know. He had a problem. We cannot forget, was the 2 months injured, okay, and he made a huge effort because after the action from Ashley Young against United, his problems in the knee. It was he could not training, just make a boxes and he played the last 10, 15, 20 minutes, and after the game said, I cannot run. I have a lot of pain, I cannot run, and of course for that game, I don't know if Swansea will be ready. So hopefully, for the last games, if we need him, and especially for his World Cup.
Hi Pep, we know you've been analysing performances rather than just results. What do you want to see in response from your team for this weekend after 3 bad results?
Try to be who we were during the season, and thinking we need 5 points. So we are 13 points in front plus goal difference, but we deserve to be there. We did it up. And normally during the season, what happened because we cannot forget, we lost 1 game in the Premier League. With the second game against Liverpool, we lost. Of course, after 1-1, the second minute, we play with 4 or 5 people in front, just one holding midfielder like Kevin De Bruyne. In that situation, you can lose the game, but it's not, if you need to draw that game, maybe we draw that game. But in the last, I think, 8 or 9 games, we lost 1 in the Premier League. So we won the last 5 in a row, except the United. So the result was good. So it's just thinking about what the strength points from Tottenham, and try to get points to win the game, and give in our hands, we need 2 games. And as soon as possible, we win the first one, the second one will be easier. And you have to try to win the first one.
Is it a case then of just trying to get out of this rut that the team's in at the minute?
Of course, in the bad results, the best way. So one of the success we had in that season is when we need to drop points, The second one always we want to make 4 or 5 next games winning. And that's why we are there. So all the other contenders, after one game lose, maybe we will another one. And we didn't do that. That is the first time in different competitions. But in the Premier League, maybe tomorrow will be the first time in this season when we are not able good results in a row. We are going to see. That's why. But after that, we will have 7 days to prepare the Swansea game. They play 5 in the back. What do you have to do to attack them? West Ham is going to play 5 in the back. What do you have to do to attack them? And we are going to prepare our games in that sense. That's what you have to do.
Bon dia. Et volia preguntar per la semifinal de la Champions, un dels equips que tu entrenaves com el Bayern, que li ha tocat al Madrid. Dius molt que a la Champions es juga amb la samarreta, poques eliminatòries amb tanta samarreta, amb tant escut com aquesta. No?
Sí, és un clàssic dels últims anys i tant de bo aquesta vegada el Bayern tingui la sort que es mereix i pugui passar davant, ja que no hi som nosaltres i el Barça, big fan pel Bayern.
So I want to ask you about the Champions League semi-finals, Bayern Real Madrid. What do you think about that round? Well, it's been a classic in the European competition in the last year. Hopefully Bayern will be the luck they deserve this time, and they can go through to the final. And considering we are not there and FC Barcelona is not there, so I'm a big fan of Bayern now.
Bona tarda. 2 qüestions. Primera, quina seria la qualitat que destacaria del Tottenham del Jesús Pérez i del Pochettino?
Tenen un fantàstic equip, fantàstics jugadors, apreten molt a dalt, tenen bona sortida de pilota, tenen talents descomunals amb Dembélé, amb Vertonghen, amb Eriksen, amb Dele Alli, molta profunditat amb Song, un golejador fantàstic com en Harry Kane. Porten 2, 3 anys o 4 anys jugant de la mateixa manera, i amb molts d'èxits, fan temporades cada any molt bones. Estan a la semifinal de la FA, tenen molts arguments, dels equips que és maco de veure i molt complicat de jugar contra ells.
First of all, I want to ask you what is the thing you highlight the most about Jesus Perez and Mauricio Pochettino's team? Well, they are a fantastic team, great players, they do great pressure, they have a lot of talent, players like Dembele, Vertonghen, Dele Alli, Eriksen, Son in front. Kane is a top scorer. They have been playing great in the last 2 or 3 seasons with a lot of success, playing great seasons. They are already in the FA Cup semi-final, so they have a lot of arguments, and obviously it's going to be difficult for us.
Y 2, ¿tiene usted algún máster, no confeso, de la Universidad Juan Carlos I?
No.
Do you have a master's degree from the Juan Carlos I University by any chance? No, of course not.
Okay, guys, we're in embargo, please, for 10:30 this evening.